evening and welcome to her Smile and to our Style series. So excited that you are joining me. Today what we're talking about is how to clean, store, and a few tips on how to wear your scarves, okay? Now, as I've said to you before, it's really important that you look after your precious things that you spend your money on, okay? Be very selective about what you buy and then make sure that you care for them beautifully. So storing them is really important. The way you clean them is very important, okay? So perhaps you were wearing, first of all, before you do anything, with everything that I say, you must do a color test first, all right? So whatever you've got in your hands, just do a test first, a little spot test somewhere to see if it's going to do any damage or if the colors in your scarf aren't fast, okay? Then some of my ideas or techniques here for cleaning might actually not work. So you need to be careful first. Be mindful to look after the product first and do a little spot test somewhere. Okay, so perhaps you've worn that scarf and you got some makeup on it. This is right up against your face, or you were eating and you got some food on it. All right, so these things, makeup and food, have oils in them. So we have to remove the oil, okay, but we want to do it gently. Now, some of you might be wearing a silk scarf, cotton scarf, you don't know what it's being made of, but treat them all the same, treat them all carefully, all right? Treat them as though they are precious and silk, okay? So what if you got some food on it? So oil needs to be removed with a detergent, okay? So you want to use a mild detergent and just put it onto the area where it is, wherever the makeup is, okay? And then you just want to rub it in gently, that little area where the oil is, the makeup, the food, whatever. Just wet, pat it, rub it in, and then leave it to stand for at least 15 minutes for the detergent to dissolve the oil. Then you want to have a bowl of water, and you want to just put it in there, and you want to swish it around and rinse it off, okay? That's how you're going to remove the mark. Then you want to go ahead and wash, all right? So you would put a bowl of water, cool to warm, okay, tepid, and then just sort of touch warm, and then you want to put your detergent in or your washing powder, washing solution, swish it around, and then you want to put your scarf in there and you want to wash it, okay, just gently, no rubbing. You just want to gently, if you put too much rubbing, too much handling, you're going to damage the shine in the fabric, okay? So be very mindful to just work carefully, okay? It's not a dishcloth, it's your precious scarf, okay? Just like all your precious clothing, you're treating it with respect. Treat it gently, okay? So you submerge the scarf, and now you are going to I always put gloves on, and you wash, okay? Then when you're finished, you're going to rinse it thoroughly with fresh water. Okay, once that is done, then you've squeezed out all the excess water, then you want to get rid of the excess water further by putting it into a towel, all right? So preferably a white towel, and you would take your scarf and you would lie it in the white towel, and then you roll the scarf up and you would just squeeze gently, squeeze out all the excess water, all right? Squeezing out all the excess moisture. That's how you would get rid of the excess water. Okay, if your scarf is not looking as bright, or as maybe it's a white scarf, maybe it's not looking bright, pretend it's white, you're going to then make a solution of bleach, okay, and you're going to sink it into the bleach. And you're going to keep checking on it. If it's still yellow, you're going to put it back in. You're going to make a clean solution until it comes up shiny white, okay? Then again, you're going to rinse off all the excess, rinse and rinse and rinse and get that bleach out. And in fact, a good wash would suffice, would get the bleach out, and then you're going to do the same thing, and you're going to squeeze out all the excess moisture in a towel, all right? Now from there, you want to take it and now everyone's different, but you want to hang it up to dry. So this is where I suggest that you use a plastic coat hanger, and you fold it nicely, and you put it out inside the house. Just hang it up somewhere in the house to dry until it's almost dry, slightly damp. And then what you're going to do is, just move that out of the way, you're going to take the scarf now that is slightly damp, okay, and you're going to take it and you're going to lie it on the ironing board, okay, and you're going to cover it with a cloth to protect it as you iron it. So you're covering it with a cloth, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to iron it gently, not too hot. Be careful now. Do a little spot test on the side. Make sure that it mustn't be a hot iron, okay? And this, I always have it slightly damp, the protective cloth, the ironing cover, and then I just iron it gently and just working carefully, checking that everything's working. All right. Okay, good. Now that we've done that, how do we store them? All right, how do we store our scarves? Okay, so make sure that it's clean, that it's dry, and now there are a variety of ways. So if it's silk and you want to protect it in the folds, you can use the tissue paper. All right, you can get the acid-free tissue paper and pretend this is silk. You're going to then lie your scarf down. You're going to take the tissue paper and put it in, and as you fold, it's going to protect that fold. Okay, you're going to come with tissue paper, and you're going to protect that fold. And you're going to come with more tissue paper, and you're going to protect the fold. Come with more tissue paper and protect the fold. Okay, that's how you store your silk scarves. Okay, now that might not work for you. Perhaps that's just not the way you want to do it. Then maybe you just want to hang them. Have them, keep them flat. They've been ironed, and you want to hang them flat. All right, that's another way to store them. Okay, and then you can have another way. Sorry, let's get the scarf back. And that is, if you've got shortage of space, you can just roll them. Okay, just roll them like that. You can take it and slip it through so that it stays in one piece. Okay, then you've got it like that, and you can just roll and store it in your drawers or your cupboard or whatever you've got, that wherever you keep your scarves. That's a very space efficient way to store a scarf. All right, that's great. Now, what if you've got some damage? If you find that, always look at it and check on it. Oh, I see I've got a little hole here. So I'm just trying to find a fabric, a thread that's the same color, and just a stitch in time saves 9, okay? So stitch it and repair it, okay? If you don't trust your stitching, take it to an alterations lady, somebody who can repair it for you. But again, stitch in time saves 9, so get in there and repair, all right? If you've got any stains, say you've got a pen, perhaps you had it in your bag and there was a pen, and the ink from the pen went onto your scarf, all right? That's devastating. So what do? Well, you take a piece of paper, white paper towel, put it down, okay? You take the ink part, the part that's got the ink, and you put it over. Then you take some alcohol hairspray, okay? So you want hairspray that's got alcohol in it. So alcohol-based hairspray. I'm not going to spray, but you would spray the ink spot, all right? Spray it with the hairspray, alcohol-based, and then you're going to take a clean cloth and you're just going to pat it until the ink should come off on your cloth, all right? You just want to don't rub, you don't want to damage the fibers. Again, we don't want to destroy the shine of the fabric. And that then gets me to, what if you have lost the shine, okay? If you've lost the shine, what you do is you take a bowl and you put some water in and you use some vinegar, okay? So you're going to get hold of some vinegar, and then you're going to take it and you're going to make a good solution. Now, what you need to do is the vinegar bottle, you need to read it and find out what the solution quantities should be, okay? Again, do a spot test to make sure it's not going to, if the scarf might not be color fast, you don't want to remove the color, okay? You just want to restore the shine. You put it in there, you dab it around, you mix it well, you swish it, and then you go through the whole drying process that I've just explained. So wringing it out, okay, and then you're going to wring it in the towel, and then you're going to hang it up to dry, and then you're going to iron it. Okay, great, wonderful. Okay, so now we need to talk about what color scarf would you actually wear. So what I'd like you to do, give it a go, is to actually look at yourself in the mirror, right up close at your eyes. Look at the color of your eyes, or get someone to take a photograph of your eyes and select some colors in your eyes, all right? And use those colors in your scarf to enhance your eye color, to bring out your eyes. Okay, Give that a go. I'd love to see some photos of you doing that. But that's a fantastic idea. Okay. Now the other thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to actually wear a scarf. All right? Okay, so here we go. I've got 3 tips on how to wear a scarf. This one is a square scarf. All right? What you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to take the corners like that. All right? See it? Now that end, you're going to roll and roll and roll from the short end to the long end. Okay, we're rolling, we're rolling, we're rolling, we're rolling. Now it's a sort of March, April, May, autumn evening here, and I'm going out to dinner, and I'm not cold right now. Okay, say it's 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening. I'm not cold right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scarf and I'm going to wrap it around the handle of my handbag. All right, like that. Now there I am. I'm going out to dinner. Okay. Now I'm out to dinner and it's starting to get a little bit chilly. Okay. So what do? I take my scarf, I unwrap it. Okay. And I undo the rolling up that I've done. I take it back to a square. Okay? Now what you do is you tie, see there, you take 2 ends and you tie them together like that. There you go. Tying it together. And then you take the other end, other 2 ends, and you tie it together. So I'm going to get rid of that noise that's happening. I've messed some water here and it's making a big noise. Okay, so we're going to take the other 2 and we're going to tie it together like that. Right, now we've got 2 holes. Okay, so remember it's a chilly evening. You didn't bring your jacket. You went with a thought in your mind. You didn't feel like carrying a jacket. You felt like doing something super cute with your scarf. So you turned it into a shawl like that, put your arms in, okay, and there you have it. You have a lovely, unusual way to keep yourself warm while you're out at dinner. Okay, great. So that's 2 ways. 1, you've got it on your bag just to look fancy. 2, you now pulled it out and you've turned it into a shawl, okay. So again, look for something that's really pretty, that matches your clothes, that matches your eyes, that matches your hair, enhances those areas. And there was 1 more scarf. Where is it? Sorry, oh, here it is. Okay, there was 1 more I wanted to show you. Okay, so this is the 3rd way to carry your scarf, and that is take your scarf length and you fold it in half. Try this at home. Okay, right, fold it in half, go around your neck. Now you take the 1 and you put it through the loop. Okay, now you take the loop, sorry, just get my hair out of the way. You take the loop and you twist it, all right? Now you take the other one and you put it through the loop. And now you pull. How am I looking? Get my hair out of the way. Now I love this. I just love this novel way to tie a scarf. It's just different, okay? It's going to keep you warm. If you've chosen colors that match your complexion or your eyes, it's going to bring you out. It's going to make you feel gorgeous. It's not going to move. It's stable. It's going to stay there. And you're just going to feel poised and beautiful. Right. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it's been useful, everything that I've shown you tonight. Okay. And then these 3 tips on how to wear and use scarves. Look out for our scarf video that will be dedicated to how to wear scarves. I'll be doing that in the next part of the series. Is a whole lot of different ways to wear your scarves. Okay, and that will be a really important one. I'll be talking about color and playing with color. Right, so have a lovely rest of your day or evening or whatever the time it is that you're watching this, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.